Finn was a young man, you see. He had a very big dream. He wanted his own bakery. Not just any bakery, mind you. He dreamt of stardust and sourdough, a place full of comforting warmth, a place of good, sweet smells, a place where magic felt quite possible. He worked very hard for this. Indeed, he worked tirelessly. His kitchen was quite small, really. It was a little rented space. Flour dust covered everything there, like a soft white winter snow. Finn toiled day and night, always busy. The air smelled strongly of yeast. It also smelled of sweet, rising hope. He kneaded all his dreams into dough. His hands were never idle, always shaping, always creating. The town was ordinary, quite plain. Houses stood in very neat rows. People lived simple, quiet lives there. Finn's dream was a bright spark, a colourful flash in the everyday grey. He wanted to bring some wonder. He wanted to bake joy itself. It was a truly grand ambition, one he held close to his heart, a secret, burning wish. He had a most special book. It was his grandmother's old cookbook. Its pages were old and wonderfully soft. They were stained with butter and with time. It held much more than mere recipes. It held secrets, perhaps ancient ones, whispers from a knowing, gentle past. This book was his guiding star, his map to an unknown future. He trusted it completely. Finn always woke before the sun. The whole world was still asleep then. He would start his day's work. Kneading dough was his daily rhythm, a comforting, steady, familiar beat. Flour often dusted his sleepy face. The bakery was his quiet, sacred world. He loved this peaceful, early time. His day truly began with baking. With the promise of fresh bread, Grandmother's cookbook was always open. Its pages were yellowed, quite fragile now. Spidery, careful handwriting filled them. Some notes were very strange indeed. Moonbeam flour for true lightness, one said. Another asked for just a sigh of ginger. These were not normal everyday ingredients. Finn pondered their actual hidden meaning. He felt a strong pull towards them, a curiosity he could not ignore. One morning a cat simply appeared. It was a black cat, very sleek. Its eyes were green like bright emeralds. It sat on his doorstep quite calmly, as if it belonged there always. Finn felt a strange, instant connection. He decided to call him Midnight. Midnight watched him with knowing eyes, eyes that seemed to hold old secrets. A silent, observing presence. Midnight was no ordinary sort of cat. He moved with such silent grace. He would sit and watch Finn bake. His gaze was keen, highly intelligent. Sometimes Finn felt truly understood, as if the cat knew all his dreams. A little shiver of unseen magic, a hint of something else nearby. Elara, the sprite, was not yet known, but her influence had begun. Small lucky things started happening then. A forgotten sack of rare fine sugar, found tucked away in a dusty corner, an important oven part broken for ages. It suddenly sparked right back to life. Midnight, the cat, was always close by, purring softly, a silent, knowing witness. These were helpful little nudges from fate. Finn felt deeply grateful for them. His hope grew a little stronger. Finn's precious sourdough starter changed. It was once quite difficult to manage. Now it bubbled with a wild energy. It seemed almost alive, truly. Midnight had brushed against its jar. A playful, quick and soft nudge. Ilara's unseen hand was working magic. His bread became incredibly light, airy. It tasted of pure, simple delight. Customers noticed the wonderful change. Then the magic grew much bolder. It was not so subtle now, not at all. One day, in his small, humble backyard, a tiny, perfect volcano appeared. Its heat was gentle, incredibly perfect. It baked bread with a soft, warm glow, golden crusts, fluffy, light insides. Ilara's magic was now quite clear. Midnight blinked slowly, quite pleased. He seemed to approve of this new oven. Word spread quickly through the quiet town about Finn's amazing, magical bread. Volcano bread, they started to call it, and his stardust scones were famous too. The aroma from his shop was irresistible. It floated sweetly on the gentle breeze. Curious folk began to arrive daily. His little bakery buzzed with happy life. It was always full of customers. Finn worked harder than ever. Stardust and sourdough became famous. It was the talk of the entire land. People travelled from far, far away. They queued for Finn's special baked goods. The ordinary town now positively sparkled. It was a new place of wonder, all thanks to Finn's dedicated baking and a helpful touch of sweet magic. The bakery was a beacon of joy. Its reputation grew each day. News of this bakery reached the king. The king's own grand palace heard tales of this bakery so wonderfully unique, where bread was baked in tiny volcanoes and scones tasted like actual starlight. The king loved fine food, you see. He was very, very curious indeed. He decided he absolutely must visit. He had to taste this magic himself. His royal chefs were also intrigued. The king arrived one very fine day. He tasted Finn's special volcano bread. His royal eyes widened in sheer delight. Magnificent, he declared quite loudly. He then named Finn the royal baker, a great honor, a dream come true. Midnight purred on a high wooden shelf. He seemed to approve immensely, of course. Finn felt his heart swell with pride. All his hard work was rewarded. Finn stood in his wonderful dream bakery. It was always bustling, full of joy. His relentless hard work had paid off. His grandmother's old secrets had helped. And Ilara, the gentle, kind sprite, working through clever, watchful midnight. He had truly built his cherished dream. With pure dedication and a little magic. It was more than he ever hoped for. His stardust and sourdough was real.